Welcome students, myself Dr. Jaya Jaswal, PGT English from JNV Ranchi. I am here to discuss with you the first lesson of class 6 from the book A Pact with the Sun. The name of the lesson is A Tale of Two Birds. This is an interesting story about two birds. So let us see what we can learn from the life of these two birds, from the story of these two birds. So what do we mean by tale? A tale of two birds. Does it mean the same tale as the tale of a monkey? No. A tale of the monkey, the spelling of that tale is T-A-I-L, but here it is T-A-L-E. T-A-L-E, tale means a story. So this is a beautiful story about two birds who lived happily with their mother bird on a tall shady tree in their nest. The mother bird used to take care of these two tiny birds. Dear children, who takes care of you in your house? Your parents, your elders, your mother, she takes care of you. Similarly, the mother bird, she used to take care of these two tiny birds. They lived happily, but one day, what happened? There was thunder, lightning, and strong winds started blowing. A huge branch broke and fell on their nest. Many trees, they were uprooted. And this huge branch which fell on their nest killed the mother bird. The mother bird, she died. These two small tiny birds, they were left all alone. A strong wind blew and it carried these two baby birds to the other side of the forest. One bird, it fell near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. Do you know who robbers are? These robbers, they are not good people. They snatch things from others. They take away the things from others. So one bird, he started living with the robbers. The other bird, he fell near a rishi's ashram. He lived with the rishi. Who is a rishi? A rishi is a holy man, a saint. So the bird living with the robbers, he's learned what he saw the robbers doing. And the bird living with the saint, he learned what he saw. They slowly grew up. One day, the king of the country, he came into the jungle, he came into the forest to hunt. He was running after a deer and he lost his way. He was left all alone. Now he was very tired and hungry. He couldn't move forward. So he saw a big banyan tree, a big shady tree. He thought of taking some rest. So he tied his horse there and sat down in the shade of the tree. As he sat, he heard some voice. The voice was telling. It was saying, "Come, come fast, take away his jewels and his horse." The king also heard some faint voices coming from the cave. The king was scared. Scared means he was very frightened. He immediately got on his horse and he went away. He left that place. He rode and when he saw an ashram. So he thought of taking rest near the ashram. There also there was a big tree. He tied his horse and thought of sitting there. As he sat, he again heard a voice. This time the voice was very gentle, very soft. The voice was asking the king to go inside the ashram and take some rest. The voice also told him to go and drink some water. The king was amazed. The king was shocked because earlier he had heard a very rude voice which was asking someone to snatch his jewels, and that was also the voice of a bird. This time he heard the voice, but this was a very soothing voice, very gentle voice, and he saw on the tree there was a bird. These two birds, the bird which he saw near the ashram and the bird which he saw near the cave, they looked almost similar. The look was similar, they looked the same, but they were totally different. One wanted to snatch the things from the king, but the other welcomed the king. The king was very shocked. Meanwhile, the rishi, he came to the ashram. When he saw the king, he welcomed the king to the ashram, and he understood why the king was shocked, why the king was amazed. The rishi, he gave the king some food to eat, and then the rishi explained the reason why both the birds behaved so differently. The king, he said that one bird, the bird which had lived in the company of robbers, had learned to imitate the robbers. Imitate means to copy the robbers. And the bird living with the rishi, he had learnt what he has seen the rishi. The rishi always used to welcome people. The rishi always cared for the people. So the bird living with the rishi, he had become very gentle, very nice. And the bird living with the robbers, he had become very rude because he had always seen the robbers looting and snatching people. So the rishi explained the king the difference between the behavior of the two birds. The rishi told that these two birds, they were brothers, but they were so different. Why? Because they had lived with different type of people. So the rishi now explained that one is known by the company one keeps. If you stay with the company of good people, you learn good things. And if you stay with the company of bad people, you will learn the same. So dear children, what do we learn from these two birds? In the beginning, I told you that these two birds, they'll teach us the lesson. So we learn that if we have the company of good people, we will learn good things, we will be good. And if we stay in the company of bad people, we will be affected in the same way. We will acquire all the bad habits. Thank you. Thank you, students. Now, there are some difficult words in the lesson. So let us discuss the meaning of these words. The first one is forest. What do you mean by forest? Forest means a jungle, a place which is full of big trees and wild animals. Shady, S-H-A-D-Y. Shady means weather which is shielded from the sun, where the rays of the sun, they don't reach. Storm, S-T-O-R-M. Storm means wild wind, very fierce wind. Hit, H-I-T, hit means stuck. Gang means G-A-N-G, gang of robbers means group of robbers. Landed means came down. Hunt, the king came to the forest to hunt, to look for prey. Suddenly, unexpectedly. Suddenly means unexpectedly. Amazed, A-M-A-Z-E-D. Amazed means shocked. The king was shocked to see the two different birds. Faint, faint means dim. Thank you.